Hi everybody, this is Grade 1 Theory, and on my YouTube Theory Music channel it is video 6 and it is part 3 of accidentals. So just to revise very quickly, we've learned about a sharp, a flat and a natural, and later on you'll learn about a double sharp and a double flat. Don't worry about that now. So the first thing that you have to know when writing these on paper is how to write them. And I noticed over the years that when my pupils started writing the sharps, they put the sharp on the right side of the note. It should go on the left. And I suddenly realized that maybe it makes sense to them that when you say it, you say C sharp. So that's how they write it, C sharp. However, it's not like that. The accidental has to come in front of the note to alter it. So the accidental comes first, and then you know that the note's being altered. So when you write the sharp, say that's your C, you write the sharp in front of the note. You write the flat in front of the note. You write the natural in front of the note, or on the left side. So that's the first thing you've got to remember when you're writing it. The second thing you got to get right is the size of the sharp. Make it nice and big and fat and wide. So have a look. There's a sort of a square in the sharp. Make the square as big as what the note is. If the note is that size, you should be able to fit that note in that square. I've got some pupils who write the sharp like that, or they write it down here, or something like that. Or in fact, they write it on the line above, and that is incorrect. Okay, so the sharp must come directly in front of the note. If the note is in a space, it must cover that space, almost like you could put the note inside there. And if it's a flat, this nice big belly that the flat has must almost be the size of the note. So almost like you can fit the note in there. Make it nice and fat. Okay, and the same with the natural sign. The natural sign is the size of the note. Can you see? That big square there, it's almost as if you can fit that note in there. So make them nice, big, fat sharps, flats, and naturals. Okay, and lastly, if it's in a space, oops, that's not very good. If that's your note, the sharp goes in the space. If it's on a line, the sharp goes on the line, but is almost the size of the note. So the same with the flat. If you put a note there, this flat sound is on the line as the note is on the line, okay? And it's about the size of the note, all right? And the natural sound, if we had a B, the natural sound, almost the size of the note. Not a very good note, but almost the size of the note. Nice, big, fat, sharps, flats, and naturals. So that's writing it. The last thing you have to know about accidentals is there is a bar rule. So we're only getting to this later, but in music there are what they call bar lines. And the bar lines designate how the time signature works. So later we'll learn about a time signature, and the time signature goes per bar. So within this bar, if you had an A, right, and you put a sharp in front of it, you would naturally take that A up a semitone, right? We spoke about semitones in the other videos. But the moment this A returns in the next bar, it's as if this bar line cancels this sharp out. So it returns to being a normal A. Okay, so that's the rule. If we now put a flat in front of it and we put an A there, this flat alters the note for this period, but once it's out of the bar, it goes back to being an A natural. Okay, let me show you one more thing. If you have, here are 4 crotchets in 4/4. If you make this note a sharp, this next note and the next note are automatically sharp. There's no bar line to cancel it out. They continue to be sharp. So if you wanted to go back to the normal A, you have to naturalize it. We've sharpened it. Now you bring it down again to its natural A. And then this next note is also A. If you want it to be sharp, you have to put the sharp in front of it. Okay, and that covers accidental. So just to quickly revise, if you want to know about how sharps and flats work, you have to know what a semitone is. And for you to figure out what a semitone is, you can draw your piano and you can go from one note to the next to figure out F, G, A, B, C. If you go to that note, that's a semitone. To this note, that's a semitone. Semitone, semitone. And then there's no black note here, that's a semitone. Semitone, 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 semitone. So you must understand what semitones are, because the sharps raise the note by a semitone, the pitch goes up, or they flatten the note by a semitone, the pitch comes down, or you have a natural sign which restores the note. Okay, great, thank you.